Hello everyone, welcome to Infliction. I've never played this one before, but as far as I understand, it is basically someone's interpretation of PT, but a full-length game. I think it's meant to be like 3 hours, so we might play through about half of it or something today. We'll see how far we get, or whether it's any good for that matter. Some people say good things about it, but I like to think at this point I'm getting kind of hard to please with all the horror games I've played, so we'll see how we do. I'm excited to try it, at least, and we'll see how it goes, shall we? Okay. Got an autosave in this game. How exciting! Hopefully the sound's working all right as well. This is the place between places. Here there can only be sadness and resolution. This is where the lost are found and vengeance rears its ugly head. Vengeful souls are born of violent death. Necronomicon, Abaddon, Volume 3. Okay, so we've got the whole PT, you're in purgatory thing going on, I think.
You have one unheard message. First unheard message.
Hi, baby. I'm stuck at the gate and they won't let me through. When you get back home, can you look for my ticket? I must have left it behind. Have a good look around and let me know. Love you. See you soon.
End of message. To delete this message, press
Oh, someone crashed their car. Their white car. We're also driving a white car. I'm sure it doesn't mean anything. It's not a horror game after all that likes to lean on these kinds of things. So some people say it's really scary, but so I am hoping for that, honestly. But we'll see how we do. We got a flashlight. Take that with us. Classic. You have to use flashlight. Unlock. We already shut the garage behind us. You can't even go and check out the wreck of the car. It might also just be a case of the fact that the developer only had the budget for one car asset, but if it was me, I would make the most of that car asset and have it actually mean something. Where can we go? Turtle. Car wash liquid, wash and wax. Goodness, I like the level of detail. It reminds me of Silent Hill Shattered Memories, which I recently replayed. I was very impressed. You could read most of the stuff on the walls and all the cans and that kind of thing. All the font was legible, so you got some good. You can interact with a lot of stuff too. Makes me wonder if it's going to be whether we actually have to do car repairs or not. Well, they've done a good job with these assets. Okay, let's run this way. Control to crouch. Pink bike. So as far as I understand, this is basically like a classic kind of horror game wherein you're being stalked by an angry female ghost who does a lot of creepy things with her surroundings, and I think it basically is like a one-to-one sort of, if PT was real or still existed. I think that's at least the intent behind it. The level of detail on the house is good. It's creating a good setting. I'd probably keep the cold night air out, warm the house up a bit. Someone have to clean the plate. Again, that's a nice sweet detail there too. Got a good level of detail around the house. Can open cabinets. Turn on the TV. Can't unplug it though. Mr. Gary Ryan Pout. Must be us. Don't think we can open it though. Dog grooming? We got a dog? Or is that our job? Very, very cheesy stock photo there or something. For Heidi, never give up on your dreams. An introduction. Demons and gods, magic wielders, the undead, mythical creatures, ghosts and entities, plants and vegetation, elementals, gnomes and fairies, scorecard and notes. Handbook complements the tabletop game Good versus Evil. This game is a game of imagination and the rules are quite simple. First you need to create your character. This involves assigning it a class, race and name. Each starting character has 10 attribute points to be allocated over 5 attributes. Classic. Once your character has their attributes, it's time to start. Goal is to reach the end of the dungeon, kill the boss, blah 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 blah. When you face off against an enemy, you can reference it in this book. From close examination of the image, you need to determine if the enemy is good or evil. This profiling is explained to the group. Once the player has explained their theory, the DM must explain theirs. All the players will deliberate and decide who is victorious, in this battle of the minds. In the event only 2 people are playing, the DM will always have the last say. The attributes of each enemy is outlined in the DM handbook. Okay. Kind of an interesting concept for a game. Got to determine whether a creature is good or evil. Some of them feels like it should be pretty obvious. Siphon there doesn't look particularly pleasant. The Leviathan kind of looks like he's about to destroy that ship. But maybe the ship is evil ship, we don't know. Impressive level of detail. You can color me impressed with that. Please join us for a baby shower. Honoring Kylie Glenn. Farmer's market. This is all stuff that's like building up the world. Another thing there, but I really don't think I can open it. Another bit of mail, presumably for me. Sarah, Halloween 1985. Okay, here we go. Dear Gary Ryan Pat, we're delighted to extend this offer of employment for the position of security guard with All Seeing Eye Security. Please review the summary of terms and conditions for your anticipated employment with us. If you accept this offer, your start date will be 8th of the 15th, 1981, or another mutually agreed upon date, and you would report to Shane McFarlane. Please find below the terms and conditions of your employment should you accept this offer letter. Be a junior security officer and you will report to the regional security manager. This is a full-time position. While you're employed at this company, you will not engage in any other employment, consulting or other business activity, whether full-time or part-time, that would create a conflict of interest between us. By signing this letter of agreement, you confirm you have no contractual commitments or other legal obligations that would prohibit you from performing your duties. Starting salary at the rate of $6,271.20 per year. Salary will be subject to adjustment. Company reserves the right to terminate employment. The company will be entitled to terminate your employment for any reason other than for just cause upon providing to you such minimum notice as provided by law. Okay. So I guess we're a security guard. And we accepted the job a little while ago, if that calendar I saw if there was anything to go by, 1999. What else we got in here? Slow pot. Oh, I can like pull this in and out, back and forwards. Okay. Do the same with this one, I presume. Yeah. The level of sort of granularity with the environment is really nice. Big Jim's appliances, so. Here's a dog thing. I love the terrible stitching there. It feels like authentic, cheap branding. A lot of cans of food, salt and pepper. Yeah, you can pick everything up. A lot of cans of dog food there. Anything on the bottom shelf? No, that's a lot of wasted space. Could have a lot more dog food in that cupboard. Toaster just like turning on even though there's no bread in it. Can I wash the dishes? Impressed. Look at the, just the water physics. I don't think I can actually wash them though. They really do need a wash. Sausages. Can I cook them? I don't think I can take it, can I? No. I guess they've been sitting out all night. Maybe it's not a good idea. What else could we eat? Madam Chow's, Chinese takeaways, dozen eggs. Could this be pathologic? Close this. Sunday roast dinner, fried chicken dinner, pizzas. We got lots of options here. That should be clean enough there. Anything else? Oh, hang on, there's a note here. The meat is thawing on the sink. I'll call you later. Love, Sarah, presumably. P.S. It's trash night. Okay. Trash night, we gotta take the bins out. The bin wasn't in the kitchen though, was it? I love this photo. Just this inexplicably large. It's got no frame. Just absurdly zoomed in to this one person's face. Magnificent. Rabbit. Might be our dog here. Something we can interact with, but maybe not yet. Maybe that'll be later. I suspect all these items we'll have to figure out what to do with them later. Okay. I am impressed with the level of detail. The house does have some oddly empty shelves though. Oh, a lot of baby food. That's also good to know. Probably not good for us considering we're in a horror game, but this guy doesn't know that yet, right? Turn the lights on here. Oh, if it's bin night, then yeah, what are we gonna... This is shimmering. What's the importance of this? Black arrow.
How clever our little girl is.
Paranormal cleansing. Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but she can already draw better than I can. She takes after her daddy.
Okay, she can already draw better than you can. High artistic achievement there. So you use right click to zoom in on this and get the memories.
What is it? Wow, nice wrapping skills. Oh my god, a puppy. I can't believe you did this. I love her. I'm gonna call you Sally. Okay, okay. Now it's time for your gift.
That was quick. They just had a name just ready to go, just like that. I'm gonna call them Sally just the moment they get out of the box. Sally it is. In my experience, it takes a lot longer to come up with a name for a pet. Maybe that's just because I'm indecisive like that. Okay. Ghostly whispering, we like it, we like it. Nothing in there. Hello. Oh. Biohazard. The man in the mask really kicks ass. They took his family, dropped a bioweapon on his neighborhood, and killed his dog. He's pissed and out for revenge. He will not stop, he will not rest until every single company man gets a taste of their own medicine. Biohazard is an action-packed thriller that will keep you on the edge of your seat. 86 minutes. Wow. The level of detail here. I really love guns. Guess that's everything in this magazine. Whole collection of them here on the shelf. Salute, welcome to the family. Salvatore, boss of the 5 New York crime families, finds his wife dead on Christmas morning. Grief-stricken and bent on revenge, he wages war on everyone. He has it all, money, guns, and power, but no one he can trust. Did someone from within his own family orchestrate the assassination of his wife? This is the true story of the War of the 5 Families. A rollercoaster ride filled with action, suspense, murder, crime, and money. Goodness, they must all have a description, do they?
Got you a present. Behind the Black Veil 7. Just don't expect me to watch it with you. I know you love his horror stuff, but it gives me nightmares. Ghosts? Yuck.
Ghosts, yuck. Both thumbs up, said Stein about Behind the Black Veil 7. Newlyweds Carrie and Carl Gibson just moved into their dream house. There's just one problem: the house is already occupied, the site of several bloody murders. The house is haunted by the spirit of a young woman. Will Carrie and Carl survive long enough to escape with their lives, or they become the newest permanent residents of the Sloane Falls murder house? Horrifying story, expertly filmed using the latest in Hollywood effects. So real you have nightmares for months. It confused me there before that the site. It's the wrong site, isn't it? It's meant to be S-I-T-E. That's alright. Not pedantic like that at all. It's fine. Some tremendous looking music here. Knockout, including hits like Electric Jolt, Dead to Rights, Knockout Anvil, Your Sins, Sexy Mama, Hellbound Heart. Oh, some good tunes on there. Golden oldies. For Whom the Bell Tolls. Foreboding in the slightest. It's broken maybe? 2-6. It's just going between 2 and 6, isn't it? Maybe that'll be a hint later on. Exorcist 1 and 2. Okay. Oh, alright, I'm into this. Here we go.
Welcome back to Cooking with Masimo. Have you ever come home from work and found yourself stuck to have the dinner?
Oh dear.
Today, I've been asked to cook with ingredients you found around the house. No pancetta, okay?
Woo!
Let's see what we have here. We have mincemeat.
In a world where horror media is being killed by low-budget slasher flicks, can one man save the industry and honor the horror greats? All the Hollywood suits stamp out all hopes of the thinking man's horror forever and replace it with Chucky vs. Jason 3: The Revengeance. Join our hero in theaters March 14th, for he is the horror game analyst. Thank you, Yoverse, for that one. I just realized you might need to shift that around. There we go. And I'm also... Bear with me for a second. I do need to change this too. Just keep that on the screen for a second though, because that's really wonderful. Sorry to interrupt Masimo here. Cool. Alright.
You throw it in, slap it in here.
Looking good.
If you like, you can add some salt and the spices. But they gave me a nothing. I'm surprised they even gave me a saucepan. You know what? I'm not cooking with this packet of pasta. It can go straight in the bin. This meat's looking good right now.
Is it?
Time for the sugo.
The aggressive...
And some fungus.
aggressive way with which it's flung into the pan.
And let it simmer.
That thing has seen wars, absolutely.
Ah, that's right. While it simmers, we gotta prepare our bread. What do we want is a nice pocket.
Nice cooking simulator stream. Yeah, I don't even have to do anything.
Oh, ma tu guarda, I forgot the garlic. Oh well.
This
Okay.
this is crazy.
Assemble this masterpiece of culinary.
I wonder who was like, you know, this really needs to be a part of this game. If PT had this, I mean, Konami wouldn't have been it, surely. Oh, charming. That's good enough to eat.
Here we have it, a meatball. Eat it all. I know eat it all. You eat it all.
I love he's just not interested in eating that. Okay. Is that it? Was it? Yes, that was it. Okay. Wow. That was totally unexpected. Okay. Fire. Fire's on. Pretty sure that's not how fire works, but okay.
I do.
I hope we get more Masimo, because I really do need him to say that. Yeah, first he's got to say that. Cool, classic weird stuff. Loving memory of Rose and Adage. From 1907 to 1981, presumably. So just the bottom shelf left empty. Just could be putting stuff there. That's all I'm gonna say. Fallout shelter. You may think labeling your fallout shelter with a sign like this one would be a good idea, but remember, you have just stocked it with rations for a family of 4. If your shelter is made public, your ration stocks may only last weeks instead of years. It's a hard choice, but in order to survive, your shelter needs to be kept secret. You can try to influence others to make their own shelter, but you cannot reveal that you're also building a shelter. Let's discuss construction. Goodness, is our character here just a prepper? Is he doomsday prepper? Paranoid. All those horror movies makes you paranoid. Wandered aimlessly through the house. Nothing looked familiar. It was almost as if he was outside his own body and he was seeing things clearly for the first time, discovering more about the real person that he is or was. So this is basically this game, right? He looked at every single little item he could find as he went when he came to a realization. He was here for a reason. He was supposed to see or experience something. An epiphany, a retrieved memory of what had come before. Typically, lessons are learned when you've done something wrong. So what had he done to deserve a lesson? Should FMV games, yes, I've been meaning to play some of those, or some more of those. They do feel like they have a lot of stuff to talk about, as well as some wonderfully bad acting. Here you are reading a book about a book. Right. So often horror games like this will, frame the house as purgatory, or give the house all these items, and basically you're wandering through the house discovering yourself, just as the character is. So you and the character are basically in tune, learning about yourself, or so it feels. Currently he doesn't seem to have much personality beyond he's a security guard. That was locked. I still don't know where the bins are. Right. Are we gonna need to? So I presume we're locked in our own house now. Did you ever play Home Safety Hotline? It's on my wishlist actually. Guys, it's a popular horror game that's been making rounds on YouTube lately. Gives old FMV game vibes big time. It's on my wishlist, as with countless other horror games I need to play. This one has been on my to stream list ever since I first made that initial list, I'm pretty sure, of games I wanted to stream. So nice to start knocking some things off, even just seeing if they're any good and worth continuing to play, or going to be worth writing a video essay on, for instance. Could do a sequel to the hauntology of PT, where I look at all of the PT likes, or some of the more interesting PT likes, and see what they do with the concept. God, I'm not a very tidy person. So the wife's side of the room, presumably, flickering. Something odd set up in here. Well, I'm looking for tickets or something, I think. She wanted me to find tickets because she's waiting somewhere. She's like trying to get into a concert or something. I presume she's not, but yeah. Don't know many old horror FMVs you almost certainly haven't heard of already. A few FMVs in general I could recommend if you want. Absolutely, that would be good. Oh, there's a memory in here, I think.
I'm only going out for 2 hours. If Maggie can't sleep, just read her this book. It works every time. I'll be home before you know it. Dinner's in the oven. Love you.
What I'm hearing is that this guy was afraid to be at home with his kid for like 2 or 3 hours because he was worried he wouldn't be able to look after her. Or them. I think, yeah, her, I think, is what she said before. Maggie, right? Really very effective parent. Maggie's room, okay. Maggie's different than the baby, okay. Maggie's much older by the looks of it. Also likes horror movies. And the unicorns. Right. Interesting. Flick the lights on. Lights don't work. Bunch of games. Carnival, Exile, Mass Effect, Gone Home. That's fun. 3 different childhood phases meshed into one terrible room. That's what I was thinking. It's like the most stereotypical, like, girl's room somehow that you could possibly get, but it doesn't, like, link in with one phase. It's... yeah, it's weird. Can't open that one. Can't open any of these. These are all locked. Anything in the VCR? X-Files Season 1. No. People in this house do not clean up after themselves. It's very disappointing. I'm not even given the option to clean up either. For all the level of detail. Quack. All the level of detail, and I can't even tidy up the house. Okay, that's locked too. It's got to be somewhere I haven't been or something I've forgotten to pick up, right? Either that or it's going to jump scare me as I come back down. Forgot to turn the shower off. Probably a good idea not to waste water. Maybe I should try that TV as well. I feel like doing your chores is how you become a horror game protagonist in the first place. True. Got to do something to deserve purgatory, right? Not tidying up after yourself. Pretty serious crime. So you can see every game that's like PT does this with the foyer of the house with a very, very similar lamp or light shade like that, and probably at some point it's going to start creaking, swinging back and forth. You know, we've seen all this kind of stuff before. Can't open any of these. Christmas globe. What's this? Call Mike about how to change code. Lighthouse mystery. Lumber mill reopens after 12 years. Got a message here. Here we go.
June 4th, 4:15 p.m.
Oh, it's Mike here. I got a message earlier asking about changing the code to your security door. All you need to do is enter the code, follow the steps I told you on the day I installed it. I wrote the code on the back of my business card. If you have any problems
Okay, I'm just gotta find Mike's
You're my
business card then.
Sarah.
Yeah, my heart and soul love Sarah, right? It's just too busy being blinded by the watch. Dear Sarah, thanks for writing to us in regards to featuring your artwork at the Tall Pines Gallery for the upcoming summer exhibit. Your enclosed sample artwork got many of us excited. You truly are a gifted artist. Unfortunately, all slots for this particular exhibit have been filled. Do, however, encourage you to apply for the spring exhibit. Applications open on the 1st of February. Right, okay. Inheritance process. Okay, she must have got a lot of inheritance from her mother dying, who we saw before.
It's not just the two of us anymore. Our family's growing. 12-hour labor totally worth it. Little Maggie. Love at first sight does exist, and this is the second time I've experienced it. I'm so happy, honey.
They're both 18 when they had Maggie. Possible the horror is they didn't know what they were getting into. Just keep that going. We'll just keep got a Masimo. He can go on in the background. I don't want to keep the water on, but we can keep Masimo on. He's gonna accompany us on the journey. I know I saw a business card somewhere. Maybe it was back out in the kitchen. Well, just the rampant sounds of applause. Who wouldn't applaud that, to be honest? That was the dog grooming one. This one? No, that's plumbing services. So I wasn't wrong when I said I saw a business card. However, there are like 50 business cards lying around the house. Okay, so now the true game begins. Now we know what we've got an objective. How do we accomplish that objective? Someone has been sleeping in this bed as well, but I don't know who that would be, unless they've been sleeping in separate beds. Who turned off my cooking program? Not funny, Ghost. Just because I'm not watching it doesn't mean I'm not watching it. Outrageous. Let's see. Yeah, why can't you just extinguish the fire with like thought alone and then turn it immediately back into a blaze? Totally unrealistic. 1 out of 10. Cup. Providing an insightful commentary with that one. Was it in here? No, these were locked. Maybe it was in the bedroom. Yeah, we can make business cards for you. What kind of business is it? All of them, yeah. And I just like you to litter them around just this one guy's house. He desperately looks for the one business card he actually needs. Is it this one? Here we go. 0516. Okay. 0516. Right, no. Is it this one? I'm guessing it's going to be this one, right? Not the front door. 0516. Cool. Sorted. In the study we go. More movies. Former 5-0, Max Revine, is a private detective formerly part of the homicide squad. His latest case, a murder victim, is much more than it seems. Max will face the very meaning of life in this murder mystery thriller. M17, Space Mission 4, Captain Roger Dodger. Adventure game is a comedic romp. Alone in the Mansion, a virtual game inspired by another. Meant to be Alone in the Dark, is it? Alone in the Mansion is a haunted action-adventure game. Into the Mansion is Edward, with a lowercase e, a reporter looking for the mansion's missing owner. Alone in the Mansion uses groundbreaking technology, marvel at the pre-rendered backgrounds and Yeah, polygonal. They've misspelt that, haven't they? That's why that threw me off. 3D models that make up this nail-biting adventure. It's meant to be polygonal. I don't know why that tripped me up there. Day of the Octopus. I want to read the Day of the Tentacle one. From the mind that brought you full speed and brutal roadie brings you an all-new adventure. 2 college students and an adventure across the globe in an attempt to capture their escape science experiment. I love Day of the Tentacle. Painting. Cool paintings in here. Okay. You could sit and read stuff in this game for a long time. Turn the computer on. Is it dead? Maybe it's dead. Dr. Cow, sugar-free gum, okay. Stapler, modem. What's this? Ah, the ticket. She's, plane ticket. Okay. Oh, that's a nice painting she was working on. You really got to appreciate the style there, I think. Should play that one, Day of the Tentacle? I'd be keen. Okay, now the computer's working, alright.
What are you doing? What's with the mask?
Right, okay, so the game is gonna directly spell it out to us. Yep, very subtle. Hugely subtle. A new objective, get the hell out of here. Yes, so you wandered into your own wife's murder scene and it looks like it was you who murdered her. Shocking surprise. What happened to the children though? I would like to know. Right, baby crying. Classic. That means we're just going to get another fetus in the sink reference. Okay. Can't open any of that. Okay, quick, let's get in the car and get the hell out of here. Find the key before Grandma finds you. No, just drive normally, because remember you saw a crashed car before. No, don't. Just drive normally. No. No one listens to me, that's the problem. What is even the point of trying to get people out of these dangerous situations and they just crash straight into a tree because they're guilty that they committed a horrible crime. Typical. Just typical.
I'm stuck at the gate and you won't let me through. Just the two of us anymore. See you soon.
I was actually pretty on board with the opening sequence, particularly Masimo, but I really didn't need to be spelled out that obviously, but hey, okay, now the real game starts, I presume. The real horror game. Okay, we're back here. We didn't make it very far. Find a way to vanquish the spirit. Okay. Nothing to print. Maybe I can just play some video games and forget this ever happened. We'll play some Space Mission 4, that ought to lighten the mood. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, who would do this to Maggie's room? Very disrespectful. And they didn't even do the dishes. What is the point of, like, they tried to go through the room, clean it up, they didn't do any of the dishes. They even left dishes on the bed. It's just disrespectful. Okay. Alright, so a number of creepy paintings, classic stuff. Baby's room has been smashed up. There's blood on the bed. Just a little bit though. Creepy doll. Yep, what do you know? Swinging from side to side. Yeah. I think we're both predicting things here, Yoverse. I think we both got a fairly good grip on the kind of game that's unfolding before our eyes. The level of detail, though, I gotta say, I do really appreciate that. I think that's really cool. What? Just that? Yeah, this is the photo that I'm gonna frame. This is the good one. What was it Mr. Burns says in that one? We did 7 takes, and that was the best one. Okay. Photos are messed up now. So we've got some playing with images and distortion and stuff, which is cool. Which way can we go? Oh, it's rubbish day, right?
Listen up. We've got some news hot off the press.
Alright, radio again, PT.
Tragedy had struck Pleasant Falls. A woman was found murdered in her home. She was brutally stabbed over 10 times. The victim's name was Sarah Powell. Sarah managed to make a call to 911 before she succumbed to her injuries. The primary suspect in this brutal murder is believed to be her husband, Gary Powell. He was found deceased only mere blocks away, slumped over the steering wheel of his car after a fatal collision with a tree. The murder weapon was found in the car with him, leading investigators to speculate that he crashed his car while fleeing the scene of the crime. The couple had a daughter believed to be 19 years of age, but police have been unsuccessful in tracking her down. If anyone knows the location, please contact Pleasant Falls PD immediately. It is also believed that Sarah...
Absolutely. Sorry about that. It's the second time in 2 streams that it's crashed like that. I'll have to double check the connection after this. Sorry about that. Yeah, that was a crash, unfortunately, again. I don't know why that keeps happening. Okay, quite a drastic change there. Who is he? My thoughts are dark, black as night, life is sparse, a total absence of light. When it's all over, come find me there, a broken soul. I belong nowhere. Beautiful, truly beautiful. Then I feel better today.
June 6th, 1999. My hands are shaking as I write this. Maggie's gone. Michael's gone. Gary's gone too. At least the man I love is. It's just me and the monster living inside Gary. And the beatings are getting worse and I'm running out of excuses. I'm so tired. The lady next door came over yesterday. She must have heard something. She urged me to call the police, but I just can't do it. I love Gary so much. He's never gotten over Michael leaving us, and he blames me. Maybe it is my fault. All he does is drink, locked in that basement day and night reading those weird books. He's so unhinged now. What do I do? I can't abandon him. Gary's in there somewhere, and I'll be right here when he surfaces again. God, this is so hard. I have to stay strong for him.
Yeah, sounds like a lovely fellow we're playing as. So what, his children grew up and then they left or something, or they found out that he was a dick. I'm just gonna try turn up the volume. a little bit because it's quite quiet. Yeah, that's a bit better. Oh. PT exactly, but where Lisa tries to get into the bathroom, right? Okay. Oh. Okay then. Right. That's another nice painting there. I really just want to go watch my cooking program. Even that is deprived to me in purgatory. Okay, so now the house is changing shape a little, right? This wasn't here before, was it? I look in the mirror, I see only a husk. Okay. A lot of noise is going on. Every game, Silent Hill 4, nobody can resist, can they? I mean, it's an iconic door. Nobody can resist though, can they? Alright, and there's a demon drinking. Know what that symbolizes? An awful lot of beer. So we do have the idyllic home transforming shockingly into this. Locked. Where is the phone coming from? Become one with the reflection. Ah. Let me look into the mirror here. Oh. Okay. Whoa. Keep out. This must surely mean go in. Okay, so what, everything's backwards now? We've got, so far on the list of references we got from Silent Hill alone, we've got PT, we've got Silent Hill 4, and Silent Hill Origins of all things. Entering a mirror world. Okay. Anything I can actually do in here? Really doesn't look like it. I can shift them ineffectually from side to side. I really don't know why that's a thing. There's got to be a way to get around that somehow. How do I get around that? It looks like I should also be able to squeeze in there, but I can't. Okay, so not allowed in there, at least not yet. Mirror world. Right, yes, everything is flipped. That's still locked. The question is whether how much it changes about the house. Nothing about that. Is it going to be like a key or something in here now? No, just another gross fridge with a lot of beer. Insanity lies beyond the wall. You'll lose your soul. Okay, so maybe there's a wall we need to sprint head on into and get a serious concussion from. Or like, it looks like you should be able to creep through somewhere, but there's got to be something down here. Can I move this painting? Any of these paintings? They're cool paintings. Okay, so here's where the real PT experience begins, and I wander around in a dark room for like 15 minutes, wondering what the heck I'm supposed to do. That's the authentic experience, I think. Just wanted to watch my cooking program. Too much to ask for. Okay. Does that... If I go back in here now, can I? No. Okay, so I have to be in here. I have to be in the mirror world. Is there any tool I can use in here? Backwards spray paint, of course. Lights don't work. Okay. What am I missing? What am I missing? It feels like I should be able to move these. But he only moves this. Oh, okay. That was slightly annoying, but okay, alright, we got it. Game's most difficult puzzle solved. This is like when your parents need help with chores when you're really looking forward to catching a new episode of a TV show you love. It's like, just give me 10 minutes. He's almost done cooking the risotto. Okay, this is my mask. And what, I got the Necronomicon here or something. Spells contained within this book are your pathway to power beyond your human ability to imagine. Once you learn the intricacies of wielding such power, the book and the rites within will no longer be needed. Your body and soul will become a conduit for the darkness. Capital D, trademark. Dark power and energy will be transferred through you into an object or focused on a task. You will give direction to those energies, their agent on this plane of existence. That does not mean this book should be taken lightly. Its contents are dangerous and should be treated with respect, I think that says. Colloquium. To commune with the dead, one must open their mind to the ghostly fields of the ethereal. I love that wheel. Look at that skeleton. He's having a great time. His arms up. The world of the spectres and the world of flesh is separated by a thin veil, held only by faith in a false idol. Once you give yourself over, you will stand astride both worlds. This alone is not enough to speak with the spectre. You'll simply be open to it. Can you kill me later? I need to see how the roast comes out. I need to see if he pulls this recipe off. It's truly daring, revolutionary stuff. Then you can murder me. This alone is not enough to speak with the spectre. You'll simply be open to it. The rite of scripture will need to be performed before you can summon the spectre to you. Be warned, death does not care for you or your aspirations. Performing such rituals is forbidden in most cultures for this reason. An earth lifetime is but a passing shadow in the face of eternity. I like that line. Keep this in mind when you summon something. I can't summon the dead, I think. It's hard. I can't see. Ritual of sacrifice. This ritual is often used in conjunction with other rituals to complete a rite. First, you will need to find a living creature. Any creature will do, but the larger the creature, the more effective the ritual. Face south and chant Etheria me dedero tolle animum meum. Repeat these words for the remainder of the ritual. Drain the life from the creature into a receptacle until it is crossed over. Drink every last drop. This concludes the ritual. Goodness, there's a few rituals in here. Okay, so what? This one? Rite of passage is what we need. Angry spirits are born in violent death. Stop giving me objectives. I'm busy. Hang on. To set the spirit free, you will need to perform a ritual. For this ritual, you will need to gather the following objects belonging to the angry spirit. Body of the deceased, any part of the remains, image of the deceased, clothing worn in the eyes of God, an object of ancestral significance. Clothing worn in the eyes of God, what, like your Sunday best? Once collected, cleanse the object with fire and spread the ash over the site where they were slain. Well, an object of ancestral significance would be her mother's ashes, right? The body of the deceased. That wasn't at the crime scene still, but I'm sure there'll be something. Image of the deceased. There's loads of photos around the house. Clothing in the eyes of God. What does that actually mean? Alright. Prediction. We're gonna get fucking killed. Based on... yeah. Hello. That was honestly just a guess. Yeah. Oh no. That was just a guess. I just had a feeling that the game would try and pull that at some point. And when better than you're leaving an area with one way out and you've just been given a new set of objectives. Nice refresher.
managed to make a call to 911 had been victim to domestic abuse.
Monster looking because he's drink. Maybe it is my fault. That abandoned hair so much.
Yep, so I was right, everything I had heard, this is exactly an extension of PT and the whole killed over and over again to pay for your crime, stalked by a female ghost, complete environmental puzzles, and so on. What happened to my games? Unbelievable. Don't even have my games anymore. So what, she's just walking around the house now? You'll be down here soon. Down the toilet? It's not like the best threat I've ever heard, to be honest. Okay. At least tidied up the room, but the TV is gone, so the space is changing. Play tape? Yeah, sure, we can play this one.
Okay, I think it's recording now. This is Sarah reporting live from Maggie's bedroom. We're whispering so we don't wake Daddy after his night shift. What do you have to say, Maggie? Anything new to report? Looks like we're having trouble hearing you, Maggie. Come on, don't be shy. I'll start it over.
Okay. So what are we going through different phases of the house? Is that why the house is so... why this room in particular had such a disjunction before? Because it was all the phases of the house merged into one? If so, I'd respect the game a little bit more for that. We've yet to see what the case is though. Baby's room. This room is still completely trashed, okay. This room is still pretty empty. Taylor. And just find some of her remains. Some hair or a tooth. Okay. Maybe there's some hair in the shower drain. Nope, okay, there's no shower. Alright. They got me there. Hide. Okay. No, okay, I'll just get out then. Unlike stay out of the house, at least you can toggle the light when you're hiding somewhere. Nice place for it. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I still slightly disagree with this one, but I just feel like there's got to be a better photo than that. Okay, we've got some ghostly whispering. Cool. We've still got a magic ability to conjure fire from nothing, so I really feel like we're pretty untouchable here. The ashes are gone. These books are the same, aren't they? Oh, there's a few less. They've been moved around. Makes you wonder at the significance. Maggie, first place dance. Fourth place dance. What? Masimo, is that you? Masimo. Someone watching my cooking program without me. You better be taping it. Okay. Seeing what doors we can actually open. I don't know where a tooth would be. Why would an adult... Hi, can I do anything about you? Do I have to... I can't run. Oh no. She's slowly ascending the stairs. Hide, quick. You can tell I'm on the edge of my seat here. Man, I hate... on some level, I really hate being jaded. I really love it when a game frightens you. Maybe it's just because I played PT and a bunch of other games like PT, but I've heard so many good things about this one. So many, like, the Steam reviews are just really positive. Like, I was hiding under the bed, you know, I don't want to get out from under the bed, I don't want to move. I just genuinely, you know, it hasn't hit me yet, but maybe something will happen that changes my mind. Maybe. Hello? Is she gone now? Probably not. No, what the hell? Where are you? What? What was that? Just stomped on my head. How the... Okay. So this is how this game's gonna be then, alright. Okay. Alright. The ghost is just constantly spawned into the house and can just kill you whenever she wants. And scripted chase sequence? No. House is completely changed now. Riddle me this. Curiosity killed the cat, right?
I'm not the one with problems. I just need to numb the pain. It's the only thing I can do to not feel.
Okay. Very similar to PT again. Remember the dresser in the hallway filled with pills on top of it. I mean, obviously that was the game's intent, was to just be PT. Curiosity killed. Okay. Ooh, you got me. Alright. Funny. Very funny. You locked all the doors and I don't have any keys. Sure makes me look stupid, huh? What the hell am I supposed to do? Selector. Open, close. Oh, okay. We can call people. Amy, the Academy, Andrew, all seeing eye. But I can't like scroll up and down an object, but can I call people? 5, no. Radio doesn't work. All these cabinets are locked. Is there meant to be a picture of a cat somewhere? Or a picture of the wife? Or a picture of me? Or do I just... No, okay, here we go. Take with you. Picked up a camera, okay. To switch to camera mode, press C. Once in camera mode, you can take photos. Photos will often reveal hidden clues and surprises you wouldn't normally see. If you're stuck, try taking a photo. The camera has unlimited film, that's good. But if you ever see camera film in the world, this is a reminder you should maybe try using your camera. Okay, so we got a camera. Alright. Nice photo of the hallway there. I'm just going to wiggle that. Very nice. Okay. I'm not alone. You're definitely not alone. I love the sort of... You're definitely not alone. Closer. Okay. Take a photo real close. Yes. Key. Okay, that's pretty clever. Yeah, I like that. I like this gameplay system. Okay. What does this unlock? This one? Alright, now I am an investigative reporter. Who's going to explain this mess? I got to take some photos. The cleaners didn't, or the painters haven't cleaned up properly after themselves. Have some words there. Nothing there. Wait, I can't take that, can I? No.
are you? All you do is drink. You're a monster. I don't live like this anymore.
Yes, you really should have called the cops or whoever. Document my own uncleanliness. Just so people know I'm not a hypocrite, I'm going to clean that up. This door is clearly ajar. Do I have to do the PT thing and look into it? Okay, right. So now we're in what? This looks like classic old psychiatric hospital stuff. Which fortunately no horror game has ever had one of these, so I'm pretty excited to see where this goes. Really, really invested. Alright. Camera here. Can we take a photo of this? I like the camera, I gotta admit. I'm pretty fond of the camera. Maybe I gotta take a photo down here of the terrible shaking. Okay, wait, there was blood there. Hang on. Can you actually look at the photo before I put it away? Blood. Looks like blood leading out of this room, right? Okay. What is going on? Solve the hallway riddle in the first 2 tries. Okay. I didn't know that was an achievement for it. Alright. New opinion, cameras always make games better. That's the best part of Dead Rising. There's something really interesting about it. And also just like from an academic perspective, but also just like from a regular... It's just fun. I don't know why it's so fun.
Honey, it's been 4 years. I need you, and I love you more than I can express. Please, please get some help. They have a clinic, and no, please listen. Okay.
Oh, hello, it's Lisa from PT in the chat. Your presence in this game is sorely needed. Currently, I'm not particularly frightened. I'm more invested in getting back to the cooking show I was watching earlier in this game. The house is definitely changing, so we're playing with space in a nice way. I gotta respect that. The level of detail, very cool. Look at that. That's cool. When you turn around, it's blocked. Let's look through here. Take a photo, probably. Oh, cooking show. Agreed. That was my reaction as well. I was fully invested in it, and then the game insisted that I move on, which, you know, was slightly frustrating, but it's alright. Can I go through here? Guess it's kind of like taking a specific experience you have and making it into something physical, or digitally physical. I think a lot of things we find fun come from our limitations as humans. In this case, our inability to experience things we enjoy forever. Yeah, absolutely. I think you've hit the nail on the head there with that one. The interplay with reality and... Oh, there's the tooth there, isn't it? The interplay with reality and fiction and what we can keep and what we can't. Something very satisfying about that. Hi. No, hang on. They hadn't finished repairing that. No, why? Why? Scripted death sequence. That would have been like 15 times more scary if they'd asked me to walk down the corridor. Just that would have been more scary than watching her slowly crawl up the ceiling. Okay. Maybe this is a horror game for people who don't play many horror games. Maybe I totally misinterpreted the reviews. Maybe.
Sometimes he scares me.
Wish that I could walk on walls. Well, you know, you got a pretty good. You can move with some speed, so you know you can. You don't really need to walk up walls necessarily. I say walking on walls, as we just seen, slightly overrated. You know, not scary enough. Okay. Find a photo of the deceased. Okay. Well, let's do this. Back up we go, more whispering. I really like, let it be said, I really like the game's presentation. The house is really nicely detailed. And you've got this good, like, constantly changing environment. But the story. I love discussing and exploring digital spaces like this, because there's a lot to them and how they're actually built and constructed, especially because we're seeing this house like unfold across time. So we've got a real, there's a lot of temporality stuff going on, which is always interesting. But unfortunately, that stuff is kind of being obscured. Mother exonerated from infant death. Okay, so the baby just died then, and I guess the teenager ran away. She hates light. Am I writing these messages to myself? It's pretty in detailed, but I feel like the creator looked up every horror game and was like, I could do that. Maybe that's too cynical. I think maybe. I think they saw PT and they're like, they might have misunderstood what PT was doing in some regard. It's doing nothing to subvert PT in any way. The only new thing so far is the camera, which again, like, we love the camera here. And the changing of space, so it's like instead of just a hallway, we're extrapolating that to a larger house. But yeah, as Lisa herself observes in the chat, the radio static crying is, just way too on the nose. Okay. Try upstairs, I guess. Can't even hide under the bed in here. What's the point? Oh, is there a photo? Is this gonna be? No, that's Thimble Park. What's wrong with a good old hallway? The glitching effect is also cool. There is stuff to recommend about this game, and there's probably would be interesting stuff to talk about it in a short video essay. I love the size. It's my it's my favorite HGA-ism. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's the biggest tell of whether I'm enjoying something or not is just the prolonged sigh. I think yeah, you're onto me there with that one for sure. Can't go in there. I did it a lot while I was playing Rewind or Die as well. There were a couple of big sighs in that one too. He's gone, but I still hear him. He's trying to talk, but it's faded, muted, and jumbled. What does it mean? Oh no, the baby's crying from through the thing. Is this going to be unlocked now? No, what do I have to do? Alastor the radio demon uses the same voice you do. That's economical. Oh, that'll soothe the baby. Very efficient. Oh wait, do I zoom in? Okay, where the heck am I? We're gonna get a baby in the sink, are we? I'm not sure whether I was supposed to be able to actually hear what was going on there or not. Okay. Did the crib fall apart? Is that why the baby died? Okay, so we got parts of a photo. Yeah, they'll have you to answer to if they've ripped that element off as well. Can't take a kid like that.
He was out with Maggie getting ice cream or something. I don't know.
I'm a big fan, you know, big fan of PT. Big fan of your work.
And I don't know how. What kind of God would kill an innocent baby? I didn't kill my son. Yes, I had postnatal depression, but I'm telling you, woke noise. I had a strange feeling something was wrong. And I ran to his room and I found his crib collapsed. His lifeless body. Blew a hole on the bed. My baby boy.
Okay, so the crib did collapse and kill the kid, which is pretty sad. That room wasn't scary. Classrooms always look exactly like that when the school year is over. I helped my mum pack up her teaching supplies enough times to know that much. Yeah, no, just like empty classrooms. Not really that scary for someone who's I've had to clean. I used to clean for a little while. Schools after dark and at the end of term and that kind of thing. So I have exactly the same reaction that you do. An empty space by itself is not necessarily creepy. It can be interesting.
However, the investigation is ongoing. It's believed that faulty nursery equipment may have failed, causing this tragedy. Inflicare has issued a full recall on all their bassinets in accordance with the
Look at
ongoing
the
investigation.
officer badge here.
Best wishes and condolences go out to the family involved in this tragedy.
Yeah, God, I can't read that one. It is my opinion that the detective Walter Higgins is fit for duty. He has been prescribed a light sedative to combat anxiety caused by work-related stress. These issues are being managed and should not affect his ability to do his work. Okay. I don't know what I was expecting with this game, but I was expecting the ghost. I was expecting Sarah to actually be like wandering around more often. But we do just have these sort of scripted sequences. I thought that would be the big step, right? Like from PT to this is having just more live encounters with the ghost. If you're going to extend the length of the game, I feel like that's a natural thing to do. But, okay, we got another part of the photo here. Hi. Looking good. Hang on. I can't get my camera out. No, it's too scary. Turn it off. Uh-huh. Yep. Again, level of detail impressive. I didn't mean anything I said. No offense taken. It's alright. This time she left us alive. She just a warning, right? Okay, where are we now? 1986. So we got some actual clues. So the house is jumping backwards and forwards in time. I'm not sure if I like the house jumping backwards and forwards in time, but it doesn't necessarily have to be given in a calendar, but I guess that's just me being picky and academic and wanting to see the trust put in the player, I think, to put the dots together. Okay, where is the last thing gonna be? It's so dark in here. I guess that encourages me to look at the floor, which of course is always the most interesting part of the scenery. Oh, hello. Oh no. Was that? Did that need to happen? I can never tell. Spawn back in here. Probably not. Probably I actually need to get past her there. Yeah, because the house is still dark. I don't know which room she comes out of though. Okay. Surely the last bit of photo was in here or something. Oh no, look at that. Cool. Please stop shutting the door. Mirror world time, right? No? Surely it's mirror world time. Do I have to turn the light off? No, what the? Okay. Do I have to open the door, try to open the door first? Okay, no, it does open. No, right, the game just wanted me to see this, okay. Okay, look. You know, we got off on the wrong foot, okay? We got off on the wrong foot, it's fine. How many times have we died? Like 6? I'm just gonna play for another 10 minutes or so, and then I'll probably end up finishing it tomorrow, I imagine. Just because I do have to head off shortly.
Look, my baby.
You, but with long hair.
I've had a strange feeling. What kind of God would kill an innocent baby?
You can... There's even in the... I don't know if you can see this on how Twitch is set up on everyone else's end, but the little poster for this game is a 1-to-1 copy of Lisa's pose that she strikes in the death sequence. Exactly the same. Clothing worn in the eyes of God. Oh, does that mean... I think that means funeral clothes, right? It means the clothes you're wearing. The same, you know, the close-up bit where in the death animation in PT, where she brings her face real close to yours. Exactly the same pose being struck here. Okay, it's fine again now, that's repaired. Yeah, that's the one. And then snap my neck. Okay.
January 11th, 1986. We just got back from the hospital with the latest addition to our family.
Well, it keeps your memory alive, doesn't it?
And he's perfect. I'm feeling a little strange though, almost depressed. I feel so guilty for feeling this way when it should be a time for celebration. Gary's been great, but he doesn't understand how I'm feeling. I tried to talk to him about it, but he just doesn't get it and tells me to be happy. He's right, but it's not that simple. Isn't it normal that I'm having postnatal depression with my second child when I didn't have it with my first? I'm depressed and happy at the same time. My God, this is confusing. I hope it passes. I know Gary will support me through this. I'm sure it's all going to be fine. The nurse suggested that I keep a journal to help work through my thoughts.
Yes, it does, yes.
There we go.
Being happy and depressed at the same time sucks. Hard to make sense of the human brain sometimes and the fluctuating chemicals. Feels like no matter what you do, you only get tiny bits of happy in your life. But sometimes, you know, you got to hold on to those moments of happiness and accept that maybe, you know, maybe that is all we're going to get, but that in itself can make those moments particularly special. It's, even if it's not easy, I think you have to you have to look at the good stuff that you're getting and acknowledge that the moments of happiness are worth living for, really. Which is part of what attracts me to some horror games in the first place, is the pain and the suffering being given narrative purpose and function. And with the narrative having function like that, we can construct stories that allow for a sense of self-mastery and belonging and overcoming great adversity, and we can learn from that stuff, right? It's all really, really cool, really important themes. Horror without purpose can be interesting in itself and how it doesn't have purpose, but yeah, there's a lot of really interesting things to consider. Condolences about your son. Can you please stop for 5 minutes? I'm just trying to analyze some stuff here. There's no need to be that aggressive. She's chasing us now, but we can jump into this cabin. Painted cabin, nice. If there's one place in the world I want to be, it's in my ghost wife's haunted paintings. I realise I haven't used the camera in a while. I haven't had to use it in a while.
24th March, 1985. He's like a changed man out here. At first I wasn't sure. This place is creepy, but last night was simply amazing. Maybe this was a great idea. It just needs a woman's touch.
It helps to find time for the things and people you love as well. Absolutely. Personally need to give up with practicing music, singing, writing, etc. to feel happy. Helps to feel like you're making progress with these kinds of things in life. I'm sure there's a Hallmark card that says something to that effect. Yeah, I think you're probably right, but it's a sentiment that needs to be said. I think we often lose touch of spending time on the things that we enjoy. And currently, that's what I'm doing now, is playing this kind of silly, predictable horror game, but my love for horror games is what keeps me going on. We are in a painting, yes. We jumped into the painting, which is why I've got this filter here, which is again cool. So it's for cool moments like this that I play horror games in the first place. Moments of visual design and spatial complexity that I don't normally consider in other games that can present more
March 1985.
reality
I don't ever want to come back.
or a more consistent reality. We're playing with psychology and
Strange
stuff.
noises.
Listen to this.
Whispering. I think maybe some of the locals don't want us here. I heard something in the basement and had to investigate. Oh my god. It's a slaughterhouse down there with some really weird shit going on. I appreciate taxidermy as an art form, but this looked like more than that.
This isn't Mario 64.
Strange noises. It'll be a cold day in hell before I'll set foot in here again. This is how those horror movies start.
Wahoo! Yippee! I'm not quite myself. Everything is foggy. Even as I type this, it's coming from deep within a trance-like state, yet I'm also aware. I feel like I'm almost trapped in my own body. Cannot figure out if it's the power of these rituals or not, but I'm truly losing myself. It also begs the question, am I losing my mind? I look around the basement of this cabin and there is no body here. No body or no body? I can hear whispering though. Is it here or is it all me? I can't make the voices out. They sound deep yet otherworldly. I cannot stay this way. I must forge forward and hope there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Cornelius Cumberdale. Okay. Absolutely illegible, but that's the book that we were reading before. So I guess this is where it all started for us, huh? She took us on a vacation. Hi. Took us on a vacation, and we ended up finding a demon book in the basement, as you do. And then we took to drinking, ruined our lives because of it. I really think it's just the classic story of holiday vacations. Really, just that happens like 90% of the time. Down we go. Okay.
January 11th.
Yep, we've already done that bit. Still looking for the clothes, right, or something. I've only got another couple of minutes for the stream, but I will be back tomorrow. Now that's a marketing strategy if I've ever heard one. Nope. Ah. Wedding, not funeral.
To see the bride before the wedding. Get out of here, you.
Look at it phase through the roof.
Wait a minute. Come here, you. Now go. We're gonna be late to the altar.
If your house is as dirty as this, you might be becoming a horror game protagonist. This is the thing I don't get about these kinds of horror games, is why they feel a need to like insert these scripted death sequences. I get like one or two, okay, it's like, it's tempting. I get that. But, there's been so many of them. Your camera can be an effective way to fend off the ghost. Ghost busting. Be warned though, it's going to really upset her. Well, then it doesn't really sound like it's going to help, to be honest. Alright, I might leave it here, but on my schedule for tomorrow, I'll be there, and we'll finish this game, and then I'll have a bit more time to probably play something else. But it feels like we've made a really decent amount of progress to this one, and I think it's going to be worth finishing, but it's nowhere near as scary as I was hoping it was going to be. Which is a shame. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. Sorry I have to go early today, but just got some things coming up, so appreciate you watching, and I will be back tomorrow. And yes, State of the House is so good, just like Non Massacre. Dynamic gameplay, moments of ludic horror that just occur naturally within the gameplay that you can never predict are going to happen. Whereas every time I play Infliction, if I was ever going to play it again, I'd know exactly when the ghost is going to come and get me most of the time, which is really lame and not scary at all. So any horror game developers who are watching in the audience, please try and avoid that, because it's not scary. It's not scary. You're not making a film. It's not scary. But on that note, thanks everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Konami in chat. Well, Lisa's gonna haunt them, right, Lisa? I think. You send Konami a message. You tell them what's what. See you all later. Have a good one. Hello, how are we? Just give me a second. Just sitting up on my end here. So I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. The plan was to do a bunch of things. At the very least, I want to finish Infliction here, because I think, who knows, maybe there'll be some interesting stuff to talk about. Or we're just going to see some more formulaic jump scares, that kind of thing. But the plan is to finish it today, and then yeah, I'll see how I'm feeling after that. So we're looking for an ancestral object now, and it looks like the house is back to how it was in 1999. The other thing, apparently, is there meant to be a... Right, so we can look back at the memories we've got. So we have missed a few. I suppose they're in order as well. But if this is the full list, we must be actually getting pretty close to the end of the game here. So we'll give it a look. See how far we can make it. Okay, that's a new fella. Is that meant to be us? The problem with this game so far is I don't really know... We don't really have much on the guy we're supposed to be playing as, Gary. He's not well defined other than classic, boring, domestic abuser kind of type, without fleshing out the reasons for why. And also at the moment it seems like they're giving him a way out because of the fact, he's demonically possessed or something. Seems to be what's going on. Yo, Future Cityscape, how you doing? And I'm not really a fan of that trope. Is that meant to be the elevator coming up? I don't know. Suppose we'll find out in a second when we get murdered. I know, okay, we can go in here now. What's in here? Nothing of any interest whatsoever. Multitasking with 3 things, but told myself I missed too many of these. Don't feel obligated to watch me play weird horror game number 506. But I appreciate you stopping by nonetheless. Looks like there's something breathing under here. That's cool. I am still impressed with the level of detail, because it was just one person that made this one. I just feel like some of the themes, they're just not thought through. It feels like they put everything horror into a blender, and then sort of kick that blender down the stairs. It is cool. Okay, so you can see everything is... I think the coolest thing is the level of detail. So like the paintings, there's these different cool paintings, which I think are meant to be painted by your wife, who's the ghost. So we're sort of getting the decay there in visual form as her art changes, which is cool. But yeah, there's probably more to talk about. As Yahtzee said of a horror game, the story is horror, and horror. Yeah, this seems to be the basic gist of this one. Dearest Dr. Tannis, I've tried to get you face to face. However, my movements around the facility are somewhat restricted. This is actually the reason for writing. I understand the need for heightened security, but I am unable to complete my work. I'm sending the bodies down the chute to that obese gentleman you have down in the morgue as per my instructions. Okay, but I'm unable to file my paperwork at the front office as it's always locked. You keep the only key in your office, making my access very limited. I kindly ask that you supply a copy of the key for me. I eagerly await your response. Regards. So, what, the obese gentleman? Was that who we saw before? Cookies. Butter cookies. It did make me wonder whether this game, like the amount of objects that you can pick up, I did sort of wonder whether the game was at one point just meant to be just a purely walking simulator, or maybe there was even meant to be like VR or something. But because you can pick up like basically every object in this game, like highly detailed 3D model, and just spin it around and look at it. But they don't have any necessary significance to the story. They're just there, able for us to be interacted with, which is curious. So I take it this guy didn't get given a key. It doesn't look like it. Okay. Anyone else in here today? Nope. Point and click vibes myself. Yeah, it's like a first person point and click, which feels so strange. It's a curious setup, it really is. Okay, so we can just walk into these doors. I was under the impression you had to click on them, but you literally just walk into them. Okay. Any of these things? Number of nice implements. Not going to take any of those as a weapon though. Guess we are dealing with ghosts here, so what good's that going to be? Yeah, there's a lot of sort of slow plodding around and that kind of thing, which isn't bad at all. It's just there's always a balance. There's always a balance. Sometimes plodding around picking up items. To start with, I really wasn't sure how much of it was important or not. Like I wasn't sure whether I was supposed to. Can I walk into this door? Like, why can't I open this one? This doesn't work. Okay, so we're on the first floor then, are we? Dr. Tannis. We're on the third floor. Does it say? The elevator's currently in the basement. Okay. There's something out this window? Maybe? The problem is as well, there's no sprint. He only moves faster when he's being chased. And we've got a forbidden siren sky out there. I take it we can't actually interact with these people. No. You can crouch, but all of these doors are locked. Playing a game without Mithras, that's it's inconceivable. We have to restart. What about the cannon? Did you ever play the Grey Hill Incident? No, I haven't played that one actually. If you thought Pathologic 1 in this game has slow walking speed, that game will be hell. At least in Pathologic 1 the slow walking speed was there for a reason. Whereas in this game it feels like I'm only capable of moving this speed because otherwise the game would be over much faster. See, all of these are locked. Why are all of these locked? No, okay, we're in Dr. Minder's room. He was writing to Dr. Tunis. Please don't play it. Okay. Noted. I appreciate people bringing up games and then just being like, please never play this. Absolutely not. Okay, what the heck am I supposed to do in here? Oh, I should probably be taking photos, right? I forgot. You can take photos. Maybe I'm gonna Polaroid it up. Nothing there. He kind of just chucks the Polaroids on the floor as well, which I was kind of concerned about. Seems kind of wasteful, but I guess he's got infinite film. Living frivolously? Nope. See, this is, I feel like this is the part in a horror game that you want to strive to avoid if you're designing a horror game. And the the delay is like I'm getting lost, not on purpose because the game wants me to get lost. I don't think. I'm just getting needlessly lost. Also, Tannis is what, an anagram of Satan? Just noticed that. Very on the nose, isn't it? I really feel like I should be able to, like, what is wrong with this door? I'm in Sardinia and I just got past the Black Death. Looked up and was like, wait, where'd my English garden name go? I like that. Well, this is Infliction. Pretty exciting. Do I take a photo of this? He was talking about like a hatch. Where's the hatch? Is it? Surely I'm supposed to be able to open that thing. That door. It doesn't make any sense otherwise. Why would they leave it ajar? There's nothing in here, is there? It's just like some random room, which is, again, fine. I like random, purposeless rooms. So this is just going to be the stream, just me wandering around this one corridor instead of rooms. What about this? They left the lights on here for a reason. Oh, can I take a photo of the guts? Anything special? Doesn't look like it. Oh, Said there was supposed to be like film around, right? If I needed to take a photo anyway. Was there anything in these cupboards? No. Oh, okay, I can push these. Okay. Use vent with E. Alright, we just broke our legs again. I don't know how many times this guy's died so far. He's not doing very well in that regard. But this game does seem to have if you die you don't lose much progress thing going on, so that's alright with me. Okay. Nice. Bunch of mannequin legs. Or something. Okay. Oh, that was scary, wasn't it? Okay. What's the game's just turned into a stealth game now, has it? Guess we were doing some stealth stuff before, but right into it now. I really don't feel like we know exactly what's going on with Gary, and if it is demonic possession, I'm gonna be extremely disappointed. Okay, so we gotta lure him in there and then lock him in there, alright? Welcome to Outlast 3. Please no. Please no, but you're right, that's what this is reminding me of. It's very Outlast right now. They've really leaned into that. So instead of PT, we've jumped straight to Outlast, which is quite jarring if you ask me. If I stand on the glass, is that going to lead him in? And then surely not. Oh no, he heard me. If I go in here, he's not going to be stupid enough to stand in there the whole time, is he? No, he is. Oh, I got an achievement for that. Yep. Oh, he's scary, all right. Okay, bye. I'm not that. Surely he's gonna be able to break out. I remember, was it Batman Arkham City, and at one point you trapped Bane like behind the shittiest possible like little cage door, and he's like this huge. He's bigger than the door. You imagine you just be able to rip it straight off its hinges. I never understood that. And it seems like that guy could punch through the glass or something. He's huge. He's got a giant cleaver. Okay. I turn the lights on. Now what? Can I open this? I can. Okay. It's like when you see the killer butchering his last victim. Oh, there he got out. Good for him. And you see killer butchering his last victim and stay out of the house, except you're in no danger whatsoever until the next scripted event. Yeah, it's the fact that Infliction is relying so much on these scripted deaths is really killing it for me. Like, I hear so many good reviews about how scary this game is, and I love how it plays with space. Like, look, we're back in the family home now. That's cool, right? But and then look, we've got disjunction again. Like, the way it's playing with space is really cool, but it doesn't capitalize on any of its scares. It kind of, Glass Staircase was a bit like that too, wasn't it? But that it was doing a great job with atmosphere building and just fumbled a lot of the scares, which is unfortunate because it's part of why I play horror games. I do like that feeling. Okay. Does that sound meant to indicate that he was out there, or? I'm not really sure who this big guy is meant to be, or why we have to be in a... Hi. Why we're in a psychiatric ward? Like, I don't know why the game sort of trades off the suburban... She did just smack me, yeah. She just sprint beeline towards me and knocked me down. It was pretty scary, right? And I'm not sure how you're supposed to escape her, to be honest, because there was, in the last stream, I went upstairs to the bedroom and I hid in there, and okay, what did she do? Just I hid under the bed, and for whatever reason she just didn't go away, and then when I came out, she was just ready to kill me in exactly the same spot I'd left her, so I don't really see the benefit to hiding, to be honest. Alright, photograph this. Is there something? No. He does drop them, but you can't pick them up to look at them again. Okay. What was that? What was the point in that? Hang on, I just got an achievement that said kill the ghost with shock therapy. What did I do? What did I do? Okay then. How did I... Okay, we got some Latin on the walls. Una sacrificium ut communicaturi apud mortem. Right, okay. It's probably our cell, I'm guessing by the way that we went insane and became possessed by a demon or something, which is, again, very annoying because I thought it was a... Yeah. Story just about domestic abuse. I don't know, the demonic possession seems to give him an out in a way that the radio didn't in PT. Okay, what's this? So we're in Dr. Satan's room.
96. I hadn't spoken to him in what seemed
Romans go home.
So I was shocked when he asked me to come back to the cabin. I assumed he wanted to fix our marriage. Maybe try to move past everything and start over. Last time we were at the cabin, it was so romantic until the freak show started. And I vowed never to go back, but if we hope our marriage, I'll try anything to end this nightmare. Once we got there, he just started babbling about this being the place of conception and rummaging through that fucked up basement. I don't know if I should be indulging him or getting help. I want him to get help, but I'm scared of how he'll react.
Okay. So Rorschach ink blot tests here. I guess we have to take a photo of this now. Oh, yep, there she is. See, that's cool. Like, that's cool stuff that's being done with space. Like, that, if the game had built that up, that would be pretty legitimately creepy. But I think I just electrocuted her in the corridor, and she just, like, appeared in front of me and kicked me before. So, like, there's no tension here, where there should be huge amounts of tension seeing this. It's really cool. Isn't there a Netflix show where Satan solves crimes? Completely unrelated, but I feel like my brain remembers something that it should have forgotten. Yeah, isn't it just called Lucifer or something? Or am I thinking of something else? I don't know. Alright, so we've got to find the symbols, right, that were in this cell. Maybe it was her cell. I just electrocuted you, please. How am I supposed to know? Dr. Satan, it's it's so on the nose. Is there any indication of which ones I need to be using? It would help if she wasn't like right outside the door. Doesn't really look like it, does it? That there's a... We've got the upside down cross with the pentagram. This eye. And maybe the trident thingy. Hi. So that's literally just a PT animation, right? You can... I really wanted to like this game. Because so many positive Steam reviews are like, this is way scarier than stuff like Visage and that kind of thing. And Visage I thought was, did a really good job. I haven't quite finished it yet, but I've been really enjoying it. Whereas this one, yeah, it's not doing so well on the scare front. That was literally the Grey Hill incident death. Maybe, well, you're making it sound like I need to try this game. I mean, please just come into this room again. I don't know what I did before. I'm just gonna shut this door. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. That time, I feel like that was what I was supposed to see the first time. But it did, it didn't work. Okay. I will do everything in my power to prevent the Grey Hill incident stream. I can't just stand by and watch this happen. Well, you gotta stop building up the excitement, I mean. It sounds, you know, sounds pretty entertaining to me. Take a photo, it'll last longer. Yes, I am aware. I took a photo before. What symbols do we actually have? We got that. And I can take a photo of over here if it wants me to, but I really don't feel like that's... No, it didn't really help, did it? Nope. Okay. Subordinates. It's come to my understanding that many of you are complaining about access to the front office. That's not how you start a letter to, like, your employees. Just subordinates. There will continue to be only one key, and that key will continue to stay with me. As you may or may not be aware, the house safe is located in the front office, and I refuse to allow simply anyone access. If you need to lodge your paperwork, send it all down to the morgue. And Mr. Crave, yes, he'll be great. You can trust him. Dear peons, sincerely yours, Jerkface. Sincerely yours, Satan, actually. So, what is there in here? I heard a phone ringing before. Where was that coming from? Okay, what's this? Gibberish told ode. Sidelight be brood. Ghostlier Bob died. Right, so I don't think that's meant to mean anything, is it? Unless it's gotta take the first letter of each word or something. Recreation room is looking pretty nice about now. Where is it coming from? In the kitchen? I can't get in here though. Oh no, it's right on the counter here. Hello.
Throw the switch. Bright light. She can't stand it.
Yep. No, I actually already got that. I was kind of looking for help with the other problems that I've been having, but thanks. Okay, guess we'll wander back down the hall and try this other thing. Can you just leave me alone for 5 minutes? 5 minutes. Please. Can I, like, if I just stand in here. Hi. You can hear this guy, like, whimpering in fear. I mean, I guess fair enough, like, he's being killed over and over again, but, like... Maybe I should just get closer. Is there any actual hint? Oh yeah, look at that. Red pyramid goblet. Okay, so goblet. Wait, I think that actually was the thing. It was already on the right. And the upside down. Cool. Goodness me. Me trying to frame the perfect photo, but it turned out I was just standing too far away.
Don't ever want to come back.
Am I supposed to be able to hear this throughout the whole facility, or do I just have to stand here? It's really hard to hear. Okay, so we're walking through the ruins of her life here. A shadow is being cast on every wall. Right, good. Solid symbolism. Okay. Yep. Yep. What's this? Being literally confronted with her fears of who we are. And of course the PTIs going on. This is what recycling plants actually do with the cans you turn in. They ship them off to purgatory and use them to torment people. Right, so we're just watching the same scene over and over again. I take it the big fella's in here somewhere, is he? What do we... Yeah. Right. We're still looking for that object of ancestral significance, right? But if I find that, is that the end of the game? I think that's the last thing on my little checklist. Maybe some jewelry. Okay. Not holding out much hope we're gonna like leave this house given the state of things. Can I actually watch my cooking show now? Do I still have my powers? Yes I do. Can ignite the fire with sheer force of will. That's what I like to see. Okay. Cool art.
June 6th.
I'm hoping I can watch the show again.
Gary's gone.
Because we're back in the 90s.
Since Michael. And he terrifies me. He terrifies Maggie too. I should have left with Maggie years ago. But I love him. And I can't just leave him like this. Maggie ran away. And she hates me for not standing up to him. She's right. And I don't know where she is. But now I'm all alone. And I wish my little girl would come home. I wish my Gary would come home. Instead, I'm stuck here with that drunk monster. We were all so happy. How did we get here? It's been 10 years now. And I'm so dumb I can barely get out of bed. And I'm trying my hardest to stop taking the pills, but it's all I have now. And I wish I could change things. For Maggie's sake. Maybe she's better off without us.
I don't, you know, it's tough to play as a character like this who, you know, we know wholeheartedly that he just sucks. And all my sympathy lies with her, to be perfectly honest. Which, you know, I feel like maybe they were after some ambiguity, but this guy is like, there's no, where's the sympathy here? There's none. He's not even able to speak for himself or sort of say I'm sorry or anything like that. Actually really good art, agreed. Sounds weird, but I have to give credit for the fact that they actually got a woman to voice act the character. The fact, like, the production value is really high for like one person. Like, I really gotta respect that, and how the house, like, you know, will subtly change, or just the way that they move the space around, or the fact that they have a woman voice actor when most of the women are just voiced by AI. It stands out. It does stand out to me that this game was made with care. You know, someone really cared about this game, And that's great. And I do respect that. Okay. I really want to watch the cooking show again, but back in this crummy mental institute. Satan Asylum. No one who was working here was like, maybe we should like change the name just a little. Oops. Okay, 10 left, 50 right, 5 left. Okay, 10 left, 50 right, 5 left. Right. Cool. Adage, right? You got that wonderful photo of her mother, and we're being stabbed to death in the same way that we killed her, which is pretty clever actually. In the same room of the house too. That's about the one scripted sequence I'm okay with thus far. Okay.
Some believe this is their life flashing before their eyes. Every action you take will bring you closer to your judgment.
Gary's gone totally insane.
Maggie ran away.
And she hates me for not standing up to him. She's
But
right.
now I'm all alone. And I wish my little girl would come home. I love him.
I can't just leave him like this.
I think the main he's got no character, so there's nothing for us to latch onto beyond how horrible he's been to his wife. And what if we burn the items? What are we doing? Like, are we getting her out of purgatory? Are we redeeming ourselves? Or are we destroying her and then I guess we're dead as well? I don't know what that means. We crashed our car on the way immediately after killing her. Oh no. The Silent Hill 4 door is back. I need to go into the mirror world, right? So I need to pull a Silent Hill Origins to bypass the Silent Hill 4. Okay, maybe we can get to the cooking show then. Because it looks like we're back in the regular world. Heck yeah. Come on. Come on, work. No. My program. All of the films are here, but the program isn't working. That's I've been cheated. I've really been cheated. Could I watch Animal? Something has driven the animals in the local zoo crazy. They're more vicious and stronger than usual. The animals are rampaging through the small town of Southport, hunting humans for sport. A small band of survivors must discover what's driving the animals crazy and stop it before they become lunch for something with teeth and claws. Approximately 93 minutes. Look at that evil panda. Feral creature. 13. Your number is up. Starring Jason Kruger, Freddie Voorhees, Charles Lee Spencer. Written and directed by Wes Barker. 13 years ago in the small town of Derry, there were 13 grisly murders. The killer was executed via electric chair. His last words were, "I'll be back for all of you." Now, 13 years later, the killings have started again. Is the original killer back, or is this a copycat? This movie is shorter than the animal one. 84 minutes. Yeah. You got some quality productions here. I do, again, love the effort put into it. Really fond of it. And the fact that they're all under the Caustic Reality label, which is the developer's label. This intriguing tale is set in 2078 and follows private investigator Chuck Jones on a case that starts out as a missing dog. The case reveals itself to be much larger and threatening to our very way of life. Chuck quickly finds himself in over his head. His only way out of the situation, and to save the world, is to use his rather unorthodox sleuthing skills and find the head of a cult long believed to be extinct. This is 118 minutes. We have to sit down for a while to get through this one. Under a Bloody Moon. Christmas carols. No better way to get into the holiday spirit. The attention to detail is surprisingly good. Yes, I wish they used their skill in making small details to make a game that uses environmental storytelling instead. Yeah, like, even if like half the objects were like important or contributed more to the story, instead it's the paintings, which is really good. The occasional photo, and then sometimes like just the journal. But yeah. Machine of War. Is she about to kill me? Hey, I'm trying to pick what movie to watch, please. Okay. Now we're playing as her, and what, we have to avoid us? We have to avoid him now? Or do we have to kill us?
The search grid has begun over the crash site, but no survivors have been.
Or did he get away?
Where he stabbed. I've been
Search has begun for the survivors?
Does he understand this?
Just like a ghost to interrupt movie night. And I can't even... No, I can get back in. Just close that. Pirates of the High Seas. Oh, I can't read this with the flickering screen. What about... Yes, I want to watch the cooking channel now. No! Ugh. That's an outrage. Yeah. Where was I? I think I need to find my glasses. Do I burn the items now? No. Why is Fallout New Vegas in this? Come on. Get him here. Gotta... Come on, open the morgue doors here. Something I'm supposed to be doing? The mortuary assistant? Yeah. What am I looking for? Do I have my camera still? I do. It doesn't do anything. What if I... Maybe there's a clue. It's shaking a lot though. Maybe there's a clue. Come on. Shut all the doors. I don't... Okay. No, shut the door. Okay. Got any clues here? Nope. That was a total waste of time. Sounds like we're going back upstairs. No? Okay. What? I just got an achievement, exercise yourself once possessed. Okay, I don't know. What? What was that? I thought there was going to be like a cool twist. Right? Like where we kill the guy or something, or we have to make a choice whether to forgive him or not. That would... I guess that wouldn't have been great either, but... Because this guy does not deserve forgiveness. But at least it would have given me an option. It would have given me an option not to forgive him. It's really not leaning in his favor at the moment. Back in Satan Asylum. Did you do that? I don't know. What is happening? I also don't know. Exercise here from yourself. Honestly. Exercise here from yourself. Why? What am I looking for? Right, that's the sound of the music box in the bedroom. Maybe we can go in here. No? Okay, must be somewhere else now, because... Right, this bathroom was like the new addition to the house. For whatever reason. Is it in the baby's room now? Maggie's room, maybe? I can hear it. Where is it coming from? Is there a mirror I'm supposed to be using? Gotta get that animal home videotape to watch in that room. Maybe I can pick things up now. Is it just the mobile? I guess. What is happening? Okay. Right. Okay. As you do. Time is turned on its head, right? Yep, playing with temporality and stuff. That does tend to be a win in my book, but still not doing it with as much purpose as I would like. Can I use the mirror in here? No. Why can't I go into the mirror world that one time? Objectively 1986? Okay. In here is where I need to go. Right. Wanted me to go in here, see all the bloody stuff. Is that right? Upside down cross. Classic. Classic. And put it back upside down as well. Be like, nah, I'm gonna leave it like that. That's how I like it. That looks good, I think. Okay, I finally lost my ability to light the fire. Very disturbing. Am I supposed to burn the items? Can't I burn them in the fire? This is like the worst time to lose my ability. Just realized what this game is. This is what you make when you really want to make your own haunted house attraction, but don't own a house. And you really liked PT. Do I just have to keep doing this? Is that what I'm doing? Do I just keep getting possessed? And so I just gotta find her, get jump scared, and then kill myself with glass? And you have one female friend for the ghost. I can't tell if, like, if I'm supposed to be dying, or whether... Or, yeah, or what I'm supposed to be doing, to be perfectly honest. Like, am I supposed to be getting killed? Is this unlocking the door? Like, I can't... Has it moved any of the... Hasn't changed any of the chains or anything. But she was just waiting. It wasn't like she was, like, walking around. She was just waiting for me in that room. Nothing in any of these. Are you waiting in here again? No. Do I need to be in here for something? So much, like, satanic imagery. Oh, a lighter, look at that. So I did need to come in here. Shouldn't we like burn them like in the ritual circle? And you're only burning the foot. Okay. Can I watch my cooking show now? Return to the scene of the crime. No, no cooking show for me again. Okay. I really feel like I'm thinking too hard on this. I know. But, you know, I wish I wish it was better. Okay, here we are at the scene of the crime. Spread the ashes on the scene of the crime. Yep, just toss him. Just toss him like that. Yep. This, are we meant to feel sympathy for this guy because he's like, oh, he suffered through purgatory and, you know, he's done his time? I don't know. Okay, good. She's fine again. She's happy. Whatever. You deserve worse. Cool. So she hasn't forgiven us. This is how I want my ashes to be treated. Just some guy with a bucket just like chucking them through your study. It's like, good enough. He'll be happy with that. Okay. Okay, now that the house is back to normal. Now the house is back to normal. Can I watch my show? Please. Yes. Here we go. He's looking good too.
Welcome back to Cooking with Massimo. It feels like an eternity, but here we are. We're almost there, but this will be the last episode you see of my show. 25, 15, 21, 4, 9, 4, 20, 8, 9, 19. That's the simple part. What follows? Oh, what delights I have to show you.
This is the best part of the game for anyone wondering.
In the strips. This is a real treat. Sorry to be the one to tell you this, kid.
I love the I love the numbers. It's like, you know, like in PT, but it has absolutely no meaning here. It's just trying to be creepy.
And here we are, a meal fit only for you. That's it from me to you, coming live and uncut from hell. This is Masimo signing off. I'll see you real soon.
Yes, Masimo's coming to my house. Awesome, he's my favorite. I love just how over edited that was. That was very cool. This is an early internet meme video from like Newgrounds or something. Honestly, yeah, that does does have that feel. It's very authentic. Okay, what do? I gotta leave the house now, right? Or do I leave out the back way? We came in the back way, maybe we gotta leave out that way. I'm still kind of confused about the inclusion of the big cleaver guy, unless he comes back now. But like, he only appeared in one actual sequence. I don't quite get it. That's alright. Can we... Can't use this one though. Can we open the garage now or leave this place? How do I leave this place? Is there a button I can use? Do I need to find my car keys? No. Okay, so right, we haven't done our time, so maybe this is where the big angry fella comes back in then. Yeah.
All you do is drink.
Watching this stream was worth it for the last episode of the infamous cooking show creepypasta, if nothing else. Absolutely. That was worth all of this confusion and missed opportunities. That wasn't a missed opportunity. I'm so glad that they did that. Okay.
You finally arrived.
I genuinely want them to turn that into a full series. That would be great.
Your comprehension skills. No matter, you finally get it. If you take your place, someone will be with you and we can begin.
Right, so we're just in hell now, right? Like, yeah, is this where it ends? Just us taking our place in hell for what we did? I'm gonna guess that's what happens, right? Yeah. Okay, right, so they brought big guy back. And the numbers are still going. But I don't, like... There's no significance to them throughout the story. I don't know, that was... There are a lot of missed opportunities in Infliction, shall we say. There are a lot of missed opportunities. There was a lot to respect about it. A lot of stuff that also should have been foregrounded, I think. And I missed the first part. What did alcoholism have to do with stuff? They lost their kid, and then he turned to alcoholism and became a jerk. And then they went to this cabin where he found like a demonic book or something, and then he turned to like demon worship or something for whatever reason. Maybe he wanted to resurrect his kid. Maybe he was just like insane. And then in order to fulfill a ritual, he kills his wife. And yeah, this is the expanded cut, to be clear. I have no idea what that added, if things were even less clear in the original game. I don't know. It seemed like, on its face, right, like it's a story about domestic abuse, you know, like the classic horror game stuff, but instead of making it, like, it doesn't put him or his alcoholism necessarily in full control. At least he's you know, put in hell for what he did, because there was nothing redeeming about the guy, apparently, but it didn't really make much sense, and the demonic possession felt unnecessary to me. All the ritual stuff. You could have still made a game with a ghost lady in it and not had anything to do with demons and whatnot. Okay, so we've been in here for a while. It's a game. Is this extended cut stuff? Maybe this is like an extra bit? I wasn't expecting it to keep going. Okay. Gamers be like, what a sympathetic character. I identify with him. Oh, I hope not. There was nothing redeeming about this character. About Gary, I think his name was. We barely even really got his name. Oh, what's this? We get to choose a torture or something? It's all the same word, but different symbols. TV, ghost, lady, skulls. I don't know what that one is, but we're gonna pick this one. Okay. Oh, nice place we got here. Hello again. Why did we come in here? No, good things will happen when we come in here. Hang on, wait, there's been a misunderstanding. What? Now I'm more confused. I thought the previous ending was like a good place to stop. What was that bit for? We got the gist of what was going to happen to him and where we were. We were in hell. Extended cut, choose your death. I guess so. A lot of people supported this game, which is also, you know, good to see. Did a good job with the art and the presentation and stuff. Just needed the story and the mechanics, I think, needed to be thought through a bit more. The camera was really underutilized, which was a shame. I feel like I only actually had to use it to solve like 3 or 4 different puzzles. It was basically useless against Sarah, the ghost lady. Didn't really seem to affect her at all. She just came back like a minute later, even after I electrocuted her as well. Just came back 2 minutes later in the same hallway. Okay. You have unlocked Chapter Select, Bonus Content, and New Game Plus. All of these are now available from the title screen. Okay. What's the bonus content? Press any button. Here we go. Bonus content. Tall Pines Gallery. Chapter Select Cooking Show. Honestly, I might... this is what I might finish the game on, I think. We'll go back and watch Masimo's first broadcast. 20 years ago, a small town was stunned by the brutal murder of Sarah Pout. Sarah was an amazingly talented artist. She had applied to display her work here when starting out as an artist. However, we did not hear from her again. During this time of silence, Sarah went through tragedy of her own. Her family fell apart and Sarah herself succumbed to her own impulses. During this time, Sarah continued to paint as a coping mechanism for everything going on around her. This beautiful private collection is being displayed publicly for the first time and is a haunting look at the dark side of the human condition. This collection represents a lifetime of hardship and will help to raise awareness of domestic violence. All funds raised by showing this collection will be donated to the CADV or Citizens Against Domestic Violence. Shouldn't it be the other way around? No, never mind. Sarah was extremely talented artist and was taken from us far too soon. Thank you to the beneficiary for loaning us this collection. Yes, Yavios, that's correct. Thanks for stopping by, Future Cityscape. Good to have you here. I hope you enjoyed whatever exactly this experience was. Pleasure to play it through blind and share it with people. Good. I'm glad. I'm going to compile it all into one video after the stream, and then I'll just upload that to my YouTube channel and release that at some point. And for now, the VODs will be available on Twitch. Innocence. This is pretty cool, actually. This is a pretty cool way to utilize the assets you've made. I feel like the game should have done this, right? This is cool. Innocence. Sarah Pout lived a life marred by tragedy. What if the tragedy never happened? These are works of an alternate timeline, for we are in the place where lessons are learned. For this lesson, a glimpse of a happy life. One of longevity, love, and inspiration. This is what was stolen. Sally the dog. That's right, she instantly named it Sally. Still life. Granny. Adage. Oxford Point. Autumn. Yeah, see, like... it's the kind of thing the game should have done, is slowed down for a second. Yeah, I'm also glad more people got to see Masimo, because they're tremendous. That's going to be my takeaway from this game. I'm going to remember this game just for that, I think. It will stick in my memory because of that. Fertility. Sarah was overcome with depression, something she could not put her finger on. She carried him, felt him inside, but nothing could shake this feeling. A black cloud over him reside. Pretty cool stuff, really. Cool paintings. Here's the cabin. Evil awakens. This is the evil cabin. The grieving mother. Reaping. Agony. Got a wide selection of... Got some abstract art going on there. Many would say there is no greater pain than the loss of a child. To be wrongfully accused of causing this tragedy would surely prove the greatest pain of all. It's a really cool way to contextualize, I think, a lot of what we've seen. I mean, if you didn't, for whatever reason, you somehow didn't understand what was going on through the game. Why are they so good at arting? I know, right? Like, it's really impressive, the vision on display, especially just for a bunch of, like, things you don't see for very long. Some of these, if they were in the game, I just didn't see them. I remember this one. Inner demons, and the text as well as deforming too. We all have our crosses to bear, some worse than others. Addiction gives birth to monsters. Demons manifest within ourselves. We are truly the monsters, and this is hell, right? So, this game very on the nose, right? Hardly subtle, but it does have some really cool things about it, and you can tell that a lot of love went into it, and this was a passion project, and this was also, to a degree, I think, like an attempt to bring PT back to life. And you have to got to respect the dedication and the work ethic. So I don't, when I critique the game, I don't want to sound like too much of a jerk. It's just there were missed opportunities in quite a number of places, and if the developer does ever make another game, I don't know if they have. I'm sure they could knock it out of the park if they really played to their strengths. Opiate haze in the looping hallway. In a maze of dreams and visions comes a riddle with numbers hidden. Find the idiom carved in plaster. This is key to avoid disaster. This riddle was written on the back of each of these pieces. We know Sarah had succumbed to addiction at this stage in her life, and it shows in these haunting works. Sarah shares her opinions on her family, loved ones, and herself. Thank you, Dev. You're an incredible artist and cooking show director. Absolutely. Next game you make, absolutely play to both of those skills. I think it would be fantastic. Especially, a lot of the time I feel like first horror game projects, you got to get some of the influences out of our system and find out what works and what doesn't really. And I know it's a difficult impulse to resist, is to jam everything, every influence, every horror work you've ever loved into something. 'Cause I totally understand that. The Dark Path. This is the place between places. Here there can be only sadness and resolution. This is sadness and resolution, right? It feels like there should be a full stop somewhere. This is where the lost are found and vengeance rears its ugly head. Vengeful souls are born of violent death. Purgatory. Really cool paintings. Wonder how long they took to achieve. Hellbound. These works are unsigned. After analysis, we are unable to determine the medium, date, or artist. These were found in the Pout household and sent with the rest of Sarah's work to the beneficiary. They remain part of this collection. Their unknown origin makes them truly unique. So these were all the ones we saw like right at the end. So I guess we could have seen some of the earlier ones at certain stages of the game. You can see the last piece Sarah was working on. She didn't get the chance to sign, name, or finish it. Another self-portrait. It's the most popular and famous of all her work. The world was tragically robbed of Sarah and her amazing talents on the 6th of June, 1999. The beneficiary of this amazing collection was kind enough to loan it, so we can raise money for charity. Thank you for your patronage and donation. It's pretty uncannily close to the date that I'm playing it. So yeah, this was the first painting we saw as well. Thank you for playing Infliction. Beyond this door are some behind-the-scenes extras and placeholder art. I love special features on DVDs, so this gallery is my version of that. It's just my way of saying thanks for playing. Making this game mostly as a solo project over 3 years has been a strange and amazing journey. I'm so excited you made it this far with me, and I can't wait to see what's next. For now, look around and enjoy. Eternally grateful, Clinton McCleary. Well, thanks, Clinton. I did appreciate the game. Got all the look at the little demons. Sarah's ghost resides in purgatory, resides in hell. See, I really felt like we'd get more chase sequences with monsters other than just this one who appears in one room. It's kind of weird. Demon placeholder. Status resides in the trash. Concierge placeholder resides in the trash. Abaddon and Michael resides in hell. Some early concept art. I do think she turned out the best in the final version there. Oh. Infliction, a story. Alright, so there's a story you can look at. Some sketches. Dev, there's an MMO out there where you make your own art gallery for other players to see. You'd be perfect for it. Well, you know, they would. They've done a really good job. You can see the PT influence here, right? Exactly the same pose, exactly the same like vomit, blood streaming down the female ghost's chin. It's exactly the same kind of thing. Deleted sequences. Okay. Same PT nostrils, exactly. Quite a long sequence. The sequence was originally in the sensory deprivation tank in the hospital. The player was strapped to a chair and forced to watch this video. By the end, the player is sucked into the TV and the ghost is in the chair where the player was. The ghost then rips the TV down and smashes it, killing the player. Right, it was another scripted sequence. What's this other one? It's cool to get like insight into the development process. This is what I'd also include in my own games when I release one. I would love to include stuff like this, because I think this kind of stuff also helps people conceptualize how games are made and all those little design steps and the consideration, right, that does go into this stuff. This sequence was an incomplete prototype where the ghost character would envelop the entire hallway and crawl after the player, forcing them to move forward. That reminds me of the original Silent Hills trailer, which has that big monster that crawls after you. You know, that was the trailer for the game PT was teasing. Wow, that's a cool effect, isn't it? That was sort of still in the full game, but she was regular sized. Player would enter the interrogation room, hearing the resonance of the glass. The full sequence was never completed. This is what remains. Cool. We can original ending as well. That might answer some questions. Huh. Like a dialogue tree with the wolf?
I'm not a cub. You know the answer to that. In between.
Maybe this is something of an issue that arises when you try to translate your visual art skills into game dev. They clearly know how to represent these themes in traditional art, but game development is a completely different medium where you can't just display your work in front of people and call it a day. No. Just the way that the game played and the way that the themes collided with each other did sadly undermine a lot of the really cool visual stuff that was going on. And there just wasn't enough follow through a lot of the time, I felt. It was, yeah, it wasn't great at some points, just to have the game undermine itself. So we got a camera puzzle instead. Really slowed down the pacing, didn't fit with the rest of the game. Didn't have time to flesh out a lengthy and meaningful interaction with the wolf. Yeah, replaced with the camera puzzle. Okay, placeholder art. Placeholder TV character. So, okay, I was hoping it would be a lost Masimo episode, but original TV character to be used. Sequence was removed entirely, and this character was reimagined and used in other areas. Is that the one thing on this one, was it? Yeah, I think it is. Original ending. Let's have a look at this, see if it answers any of our questions. Right, okay, no, so the game did end here as well. But Sarah was there instead of that other demon. So what, it implies that she doesn't escape, maybe? Or that she was all just a figment of your imagination anyway, and you can't get rid of your guilt that easily? This was the end sequence that shipped with version 1.0. You'll notice Sarah is standing there. My plans were for the player to be confronted by 3 demons at the end. I ran out of time and couldn't make the 3rd demon before launch. I put that dark version of Sarah there instead. She symbolizes the force that has been driving the ghost. This really confused people, so I removed her and added the new demon in Update 2.0. He was intended to have his own boss fight with the player, but this was cut as the sequence just didn't fit and felt forced. It can be found in a few encounters in game though. Huh. Okay. Anything else in here? Is it? No. This is the end. Can I go into the staff area? Probably not. Staff only. Yeah, locked. Maybe you gotta beat New Game Plus to get in there or something. Cool, well... You're not staff. No, I should have known that. I should have known that. I just wanted to see if they'd, left it unlocked. Cool, so that was Infliction. And what we're gonna do... Main menu, exit to main menu, level select. We're gonna jump to Happy Family, and we're gonna finish with Masimo while I decide what to play next. Cool, find the plane tickets. Immediately grab our wee flashlight. Cool. Oh. Back when the game was fresh and mysterious and held so much promise. have a look. Sure, what is the time? Okay. Perfect. Leave that there for a second.
Welcome back to Cooking with Massimo. Have you ever come home from work and found yourself stuck to what to have for dinner? Today, I've been asked to cook with ingredients you find around the house. No pancetta, okay?
Yeah. Back when we were naive.
Let's see what we have here. We have minced meat. We have tomato sauce. We have mushrooms. We got the bread too. And a packet of pre-made pasta. Well, that's exciting. Oh, look here. Almost forgot the garlic. Okay. Today we're gonna make some kind of rolled meat. A meat log, if you will. Let's start.
I love the
cooking
absurd
off
level
meat.
of laughter that
Lightly oil
just
the pan.
appears. Oh, there's the pan that was used in war.
And set your stove to medium heat.
As if been
Now,
eating raw pasta.
With the meat,
I think.
you throw it in, slap it in here.
I guess he's making his own from scratch, right? I'm sure that's what he meant.
If you like, you can add some salt and spices. But they gave me a nothing. I'm surprised they even gave me a saucepan.
It's just this bitter resentment. I think it's my
You know
favorite
what?
part.
I'm not cooking with this packet of pasta. It can go straight in the bin. This meat's looking good right now. A time for the sugo. And some fungus. Stir this around and let it simmer. Now, let's see. Ah, that's right. While it simmers, we gotta prepare our bread. What do we want is a nice pocket. And now we put the meat inside. Oh, ma tu guarda, I forgot the garlic. Oh well, you get the idea. Okay, let's assemble this masterpiece.
I love that
of
he's just
culinary delight.
done. He just doesn't care anymore. Right, yeah, and just this perfect. He's floundering out there. What is he doing? He's normally so much better than
Here
this.
we have it, a meat roll. Eat the roll. I know eat the roll. You eat the roll.
I need a Masimo emote for my channel.